Now it's your turn. So I'm inviting the two of you for the valedictorian speech. Please.
Now, as some of you may remember, we came to the MPA with a dream to improve conditions for our citizens in our societies. We came here to receive the knowledge and the tools to make a positive impact. But I believe knowledge alone is not enough. The most powerful thing is applied knowledge. We, as students of yesterday and graduates of tomorrow, must now take action. There's some who will say that action bias sometimes means acting prematurely, before the right time comes. But I believe that a lot of governments today have created turmoil because they've decided to stand still instead of taking action to improve conditions for their citizens. By having an action bias, we will avoid the dangers of standing still, never being afraid to look for problems in our societies and taking steps to improve them, even if the more comfortable thing is leaving the things the way they've always been done. We entered SDA Bocconi in September 2018. The world has drastically changed since then. It has even become a cliché to say that the world is in crisis. But take a look around. Lebanon, Qatar, Ecuador, Bolivia, Turkey, Haiti, Catalonia, the United Kingdom, Italy, the United States, and even Hong Kong have all seen their status quo shaken to the core. And then there is my native Chile. Chile, a country long recognized as like the Switzerland of Latin America, stable, predictable, low risk of economic and political turmoil. But as we Chileans are now learning, problems can hide beneath the surface for a long time before exploding in our faces. I've had to watch from a distance of over 12,000 kilometers as my country has gone up in flames. Looting, violent riots, destruction of public and private property, even temporary military-imposed curfews have turned my country upside down. When we think about government, we do not always think about happy thoughts. I have to go to a government office to do some paperwork. Has anybody ever said that with a smile in their face? I don't think so. Citizen interaction with the government usually amounts to two areas: complex bureaucratic services that get worse every year, and having to pay taxes that seems to get higher every year. But it is easy to forget that without government, society as we know it cannot and will not be able to survive. Families would not be able to feel secure in their own neighborhoods. Parents would not be able to secure sufficient wage for their labor. We would go backwards in so many levels. People would be less free to worship, to learn, and to enjoy their leisure time. Government is something worth fighting for. Let me be clear, it can and must be made better as we move forward. It is easy to hate a government, but we must take a stand for its improvement and not for its death. I hope that we can all spend years ahead of us helping our specific countries to build better, stronger, and more livable societies. With smart growth, we can take our neighborhoods back from sprawl and make places our kids call home more than just complexes of structure and roads, to have a true politics of community instead of division. But it is not only strength. Governments must also develop flexibility. We live in times of accelerating change, and in order to react to shocks to a system, either in forms of technology or in the forms of social unrest, governments must be prepared to take the necessary measures to protect and also to empower its citizens. The flexibility to respond to unexpected disruption is a trait that governments must develop, and fast. As the economist Joseph Stiglitz has said, it is not only important to achieve a really high GDP, but it is also important to consider other factors, like, for example, inequality, climate change, challenges to democracy. Young people like us are the future of governments, and we must make sure that we never lose sight of the mission of all governments, to protect people and to empower them. We're a fifth way through this century, and I think I'm not alone in believing that the next fifth will be a really challenging one. We live in a complex world, but I have good news for you. I believe in the future of governments because I believe in each and every single one of you. Thank you.